They say being a journalist is the most dangerous profession in the world, because they never know when death will come. The sky was filled with a terrifying tornado, slowly merging from three smaller ones into one massive vortex. The whole building shook violently, and the weather director angrily opened the curtains to check. What he saw next left him frozen in place. The power went out in the hallway. The janitor, wearing headphones, had no idea what was happening. He slowly removed his headphones and walked toward the distant light. What he saw next was something he'd never seen in his life. This world-ending disaster had been predicted days earlier by Jack, but humanity had laughed it off as a joke. The politicians were too focused on votes and GDP, mocking him as a doomsday lunatic. No one expected that the mocking would fade only to make way for the apocalypse, crushing everything in its path. Tokyo's hail shattered steel and concrete. Cars turned to scrap metal. A tsunami, taller than several buildings, washed away the Statue of Liberty's coastline, swallowing vehicles with a single wave. While humanity was still scrambling over smaller disasters, Jack's greatest fear came true: the warm current collapse. The polar cold front, like a hungry wolf, surged southward, with winds traveling at 300 kilometers per hour. Temperatures plummeted by 50 degrees in moments. Rain turned to ice. Pedestrians on the streets were frozen solid before they could scream. The whole world was frozen in place. A British rescue team braved the freezing temperatures to save royal family members, but due to poor visibility, the helicopter accidentally flew into the heart of the storm. The pilot detected a drop in wind speed and assumed the aircraft was malfunctioning, but the next second, the propellers froze, and the fuel tank instantly solidified. The helicopter lost power and plummeted to the ground. Then, the second helicopter experienced the same issue. The pilot looked up to see the power lines freeze instantly, and moments later, the engine shut off. In less than half a minute, 3 helicopters crashed. Only one pilot survived, but as soon as he opened the door, he was frozen solid. As the cold wave intensified, half of the world's regions were completely overrun. Countries had no choice but to activate the Equator Migration Plan. Countless people perished along the way, turning the snow-covered world into a chilling reality. How far are we from reaching this tipping point?